Alright, let's get it. Why does he keep kicking me? Did they kick you again? No, I don't like you. Oh my God. I hope you don't come in.
We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. Good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. You know, partner, fantasy football doesn't take into account the guys close to the football, the guys in the line of scrimmage. This is one where our eyes are going to be focused on that battle in the trenches all game long.
Mike, it doesn't matter if it's Pee Wee football, middle school football, or NFL football. You can only do offensively what your offensive line allows you to do. And I think that's exactly the case with both of these teams here today. They are going to win or lose based on the ability
All
of
these
gaining an
Steelers fans
advantage
out today,
in the
huh?
offense and defensive line. So I think we're going to see downhill run game. I think we're going to see play action pass. And the team that's able to impose their will up front along the trenches, I think that's going to be the team that finds themselves at the end of
Three in
this
a
one,
row.
coming out with the win.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now Vick gonna run it himself. And a good job defensively to rally to the ball. They hold him to a short game.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short game.
Going right sideline and complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Vick. He's going to look for the home run ball. And he will get into the end zone. They find the end zone here on the opening drive. And Greg, they're able to do it in the air.
Mike, it makes you wonder, is this drive a sign of things to come? I mean, this secondary, they had their hands full there. Are we going to see it repeated throughout the rest of this game, or are they going to have some answers on defense?
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
On the double.
It's a three tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Here's carry number 1 for Rashad White. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4.
Read the look. Read the look. Next, hurt. Go street. Check. Seven Pirates. Go.
Now, Vic. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
The jerseys are damn near almost the same.
19 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Warriors 17. Cup 19.
Here's Vic. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
The game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. And he's going to get there. He's got the 1st down. What great awareness after the catch. He gets enough to move the chain.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Steelers.
Quick throw here on the RPO. It's caught by Johnson. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up 7 on 1st down. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now they'll pitch it out here. And he's going to be close to the 1st down. Out of bounds, just a little short. They can pick it up on 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
He's got his man inside. It's complete. And it looks like he's going to have enough. Indeed, the referee does signal. It is a 1st down.
Let's go now. Like it.
Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 16 yards. That's a Steeler 1st down. The RPO, that one is complete. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. 6-0 is our score. And we're back to the Steel City after this. Here comes 3rd and 6.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Vic gonna look to throw.
Man.
And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal try. His kick is good. And the Steelers are on the board. They cut the lead to 6-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this
Not
deficit.
sticking the Chikari kill. Oh.
Hold the ready. Ready?
Here's Vic. He'll hang on to it. And he'll be met in the backfield
Oh, shit,
and
yeah.
dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, Mike, it's funny, when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
And they will finally run him down.
Ready, ready.
1st and 10.
50 Bobcat, 50 Bobcat. Ready?
Off the play fake. Here's Vic. That's hard. To the goal line.
That was on
And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have an for this guy.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Johnson now to return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Check. Yep.
Drive begins with a run by White. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. Here's 2nd and 6.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Here we go. Check. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Yo, go right straight down. Go straight down.
To the air. It's Vic. Quick hitting slant there. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try to run for it. Here's White. And this is going to work out. He's got it. The 1st down at the 38-yard line.
Job well done right there. 3rd and inches. You don't want to chop or step or go east and west. You're just trying to hit this thing downhill as hard as possible, run right at the defense, and he doesn't get a whole lot, but he does get the 1st down.
70 Lions. Go.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Just
Oh,
trying
man.
to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
7 Pirates. Check. Check. Cougar 19. Warriors 70. 18. Pioneer. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Throwing is Vic. That's caught over the middle by Johnson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
That's good.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
A gain of
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
and the Steelers first down.
Throwing now, Vic. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
First down, Steelers.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
To throw is Vic. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Fighting for the goal line.
That was a touchdown?
Just short, but he
Good shit, bro.
picked up the first down. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal.
Come on. Come on. Set. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Ready, ready?
Here's a run with their tight end. And he barrels his way into the end zone.
Now, remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
His kick is good. Makes the score Steelers 13. Steelers 10.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
35-yard line.
Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Ready, ready?
To throw, here's Vic. He's got Parham, his tight end. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Go.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll air it out down the middle. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Second and 10.
Ready? 19 cards. Mustang 19.
He'll drop to throw. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
That is incomplete. Great work
Good
to get
defense.
in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up fourth down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it.
And he's in.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half. But everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock. And they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Steelers 20, Steelers 10. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
So, still the matter of 6 seconds remaining in this half. And the kick's away. And he will not attempt to return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line.
Seven Pirates. Ready.
They'll begin with a throw by Vic. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. So, we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
Shit, too.
Jason Sanders.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This is taken in at the goal line. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
Ready.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. And he'll force his way forward, maybe a yard. 2nd down coming in.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
70 Timberwolves. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Back to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On 3rd down, it's Vic.
Let's see.
Dangerous throw there is intercepted.
Oh, done, bro.
And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this 2nd half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
2nd and 9.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 9.
Ready. Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready.
They'll go again with Johnson. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Drops for the loss of a yard.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
And that ball let in.
They should have let me catch that shit.
Out of bounds, incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you
Well, the blitz gets there. He is sacked. And they turn it over
That's
on
it.
down.
All right, Mike, so in this situation, a defensive coordinator has 2 options. You can sit back and play the pass, or you can be aggressive and go after the quarterback. In this case, they chose the latter, and that's why they were able to force the turnover on downs.
Ready.
And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 47-yard line.
They'll stick with him again. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
On the jump.
They'll run out of the gun. This is White.
Let's go.
And he'll take this one in.
Good shit.
That was a special run, Mike. I mean, it's just rare to have that combination of contact balance and strength to not only run through the contact, but then to also have the speed to break away once you get into the open field.
Will Riker now on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Steelers are back within a field goal. The lead is 3.
Steelers 17.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Let's go.
Vic gonna throw to start this drive. That's to the big tight end Parham. That's a nice pickup on a first down. It's a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
18 Cardinal. Go.
They'll look to throw.
Ooh.
Intercepted a Sunday Samuel Jr. just like his daddy did. And he's going to
Good
give his
hit.
guys a
Good
short
shit.
field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. And you're not going to get away with it at this level.
And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. This is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. He'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw.
Oh.
That's taken in, and he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain, and that'll set up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down.
Come on. Set. Hawk 70. 18, Rattler, 18. Ready.
Now, Vic. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And they're going to get the first down. They were forced to go
For his
it,
life.
and it's going to work out for us.
10 at the 33-yard line.
There's a give up the middle with White. A gain there of 15. Good for a Steeler first down.
Remember this one thing. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
Ready, set.
Here we go. First and goal. He'll run with White. And he barrels his way into the end zone. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Got it. Ready.
They'll come up for first and 10.
Here we go.
They'll drop to throw. This throw right side is caught by Hill. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On play action, it's Vic.
Yes, sir.
That could be the dagger. It's intercepted.
Damn.
And the Steelers have just about sewn up this football game.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Come on, come on. Set. Liking 18. Ready, ready.
Here's Vic. Swing this one out to White. And he'll get about 3 here on second down before he's out of bounds.
Is it lagging for you too?
Defensive coordinators preach all the time. Play
That
pass
bullshit
defense
little
with
lag,
vision.
they're saying other
That's exactly
people.
the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Set. Ready.
That is caught outright on the RPO. It's a big play there on third down, but there is a marker down, and
No.
that is not a good sign for the offense.
That's crazy. And it keeps lagging, bro.
The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. The stoppage comes with just over a minute.
It wasn't lagging all day, and now it wants to lag.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Vic going to look to throw. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark.
Seemed to me, Mike, before that ball was even snapped, the quarterback had already made up his mind. I'm throwing the ball to the tight end no matter what the look
No
is.
fucking way.
He's counting on the big body picking up the rest after the catch, and even though he's able to secure the ball, nice job by the defense keeping him short of the sticks. They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one.
This game low-key is cheated. Oh, this game low-key cheated.
This is 1st and 10.
70, 19.
Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their second. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. Here's 1st down.
Look at them again. Look at this shit. Didn't happen all game.
Deputy. Cowboy 80.
To the air. It's Vic. Will swing this out to Johnson. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds after a gain of only a couple. They face 2nd down and 7.
Bullshit.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Off the play fake. Here's Vic. Forced to his right. He keeps it himself. And he's going to be close to the 1st down. Markham just a yard short of a line to gain, so that'll bring up 3rd and short yardage. Throwing is Vic. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. Ideal circumstance there. They get the 1st down and preserve that final timeout. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line. A big one here in the 4th quarter. A pickup of 44 yards. And now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in this one. Now, 1st and goal. Throwing now, Vic. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent there. It'll bring up 2nd and goal.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that 1st down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
Asante Samuel that time, all over him in cover.
In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players, and that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look, and they were ready, and they took him away.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. And that is no good. He missed it. That could have significant consequences. They're unable to stretch the lead out to a field goal. They're up only 2. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
They're on 35-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Come on. Drop 60. Hot 70.
To throw is Vic. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive. This offense still has the 1 timeout to use. 1st and 10 coming up now. To throw, here's Vic. And is open middle of the field. It is caught.
Fucking
And they're trying
bitches.
to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play.
Nah,
Has them in field goal range with
I
a
just won
chance
this
to win
fucking
this
game.
one. So now out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to win the game.
Nigga.
And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that very likely will be a game winner.
That bullshit, bro. I'm telling you,
Well,
there's
no
some
more
bullshit.
pressure-filled spot for a kicker
I
than that
knew
one
something
right
was
here,
gonna
Mike. I
happen.
mean, it's very simple. You make it, you win. You miss it, you lose. And what's he do? He comes through to not only give his team the lead, but most likely the victory.
This one is going to sail through the end zone. For a
Oh yeah, I just won that shit. I ain't run with Michael Vick the whole game until then.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Here we go. One final play. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So this one, a win for the visiting Steelers. This one went all the way down to the wire. Late field goal with zeros on the clock seals the deal. As they come from behind, it may feel like
I
they
can't believe it
stole
kicked
this
me.
one.
I can't believe I won
Get the
that.
victory on the game's final play. That'll do it for us. For my partner, Greg
I'm
Olson,
3-0
our
against
entire
Steelers,
team,
but
Mike
they make my
Tirico.
record
This
2-1.
has been a presentation of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, check us out on X at EA Sports_month. With that, we say good night from Pittsburgh.